Alright guys, welcome back to another Baldur's Gate 3 video. So this is gonna be an interesting one. So if you guys don't want to see any spoilers whatsoever, stop the video right now and close your screens because we are gonna get spoiler heavy here in this video, unfortunately. So this area here is a side mission area. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to click off the video, but if you've made it this far now, if you guys would consider dropping a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel, it does help me out. So let's cut to the chase, guys. This is basically if you bumped into Raphael in the area of Act 3 in the kind of brothel house area, you will be given a task. Basically, if you follow a couple of steps in the dialogue, depending on what you choose, if you refuse his offer, you get a interesting twist to that quest. And I think it's one of the coolest boss encounters and side missions I've done in a game in a long time. And that's exactly where we are now. So I did in fact refuse Raphael's offer in this playthrough, and there's an option to come into hell of his, basically where he lives, his own lair, and infiltrate it basically in disguise, and you will be capable of stealing the Orphic hammer for yourself regardless of not taking his deal. So the big catch obviously is you are forced to fight Raphael, and he is definitely not somebody you want to fuck with. I want to be honest with you guys. This is one of the hardest boss battles in the game that I've come across so far. But I'm going to give you guys some really good tips here and some much needed spells and positioning to basically get you through this fight. There's, I bet, a million different ways that you can do this, as usual for all the last videos that I've covered, guys, and I love hearing and reading your comments. But make sure you guys have a wizard on your team or some type of hybrid version of a wizard. Make sure though it's a high level wizard when you're coming here, because you will need some high level spells in order to tackle how strong Raphael really is. So before we get into this battle, make sure you're prepped. Once you go through these doors, it is the point of no return. This is the entrance where you came in, and it's not so simple to exit, obviously, after you've stolen the hammer. So the spells, guys, you want to make sure you have equipped are going to be Disintegrate for sure if you have it. Artistry of War, definitely. A major one that you want to have equipped 100% is Hold Monster, guys. Obviously, that is going to be our ticket to keeping Raphael frozen as long as we can. And also, if you don't have it already, make sure hopefully you have a scroll in your inventory. The Globe of Invulnerability is going to come in clutch here, guys. So I'm going to learn that right now, and I am going to equip that instead of Autoluke's Freezing. Actually, I'm going to keep the Freezing Sphere on. We get rid of Gas Form. I won't need that for this fight. And we put some other things on here before we go in. But you definitely want to have all of your best spells. If you are a summon-based person like me, you definitely want to summon whatever summons you have right now before you open these doors, because this is the point of no return, guys. Make sure every single character has all their gear that you need from this point on, because this battle is very difficult, guys. Extremely difficult. And the thing is, my gear isn't even that good, I would say, at this point in the game. I've just kind of been cruising by, but I will show you guys hopefully what I did, because I did in fact finish the battle and kill Raphael and every single enemy in the room, and keep also hope alive as well for the reward that she gives you at the end. Alright, so let's go into this, guys, and trigger the cutscene here. let me do it with Will here because there is a special dialogue check. So before you guys trigger this cutscene, you can position your companions, if you split them up by party, around these pillars, because if you guys noticed, these pillars do give Raphael the source of his energy when you start the battle. Unfortunately, you can't break them beforehand, but you want to make sure, honestly, that your party is kind of grouped here, and I'll explain why. So let's start this cutscene. You get this cutscene obviously here. Unfortunately, the portal closes, guys. It's not that easy. I wish it was. I'll skip this cutscene here, guys. You can say kind of whatever you want here, but it doesn't really matter. Let's skip all of this. This is the important one though here. So obviously, if you guys did kill Yurgir earlier in the game, it's so cool that you see him here in hell. So basically, it all leads up to this. If you didn't kill him, he won't be here for this battle, which is very cool as well. But if you can get this persuasion check here and meet the requirements, you can actually get him to fight with you. So definitely want to try to roll for that and use everything you can to get it. I did not get it here, but don't fret. I'm gonna load another save right now. Alright, welcome back, guys. So I re-rolled that again a couple times till I got the dialogue check. Depending on how you're playing, feel free to do whatever you want, but this would be a extremely hard battle, as you guys can see here. Raphael has 666 health, obviously, which is really funny, but that is kind of staggering, and his armor count is insane, as you can see, with the base armor of 16 plus his dexterity and 2 plus the fiendish blessing. So let's get into this right now, guys, and I'll show you what to do here while this amazing song plays in the background here. That is so badass for this battle. As you can see, these couple of Cambion are extremely annoying here, as you guys can see. So, as I mentioned earlier, you want to keep your main party here. Since Will unfortunately is my wizard, once I cast the invulnerability scroll, as you guys see here, I will move Will into that for a certain reason. So let me cast the invulnerability spell, or cast it if you have it on your wizard. I have the scroll for it right now. I'm going to cast it right on top of all 4 of my party members here. And what this does is it makes you guys totally invulnerable to any attacks for 3 full turns here. And let me explain why we're going to be using this. I'm going to go for some damage here. Anything I can get. I missed that. I'm going to end my turn now because there's nothing I need to do else for that. As you see, Yurgir is on our side. His RNG though can be kind of weird. Definitely make sure you guys are quick saving, but he does do a lot of damage, honestly, and he has a pretty good amount of health and goes invisible, so you want to use everything to your advantage for this fight. As you guys can see, no damage. So what you want to do is you want to mitigate this first onslaught of damage from the enemy, because that is going to be so crucial later on. I'm not going to react to this and waste anything. Right now, we just gotta keep an eye on my boy Will here, because he is the crucial puzzle piece here. Where is Raphael located? He is right in front of me. Perfect. So, as you can see, we're getting kind of bombarded here by these Cambion, but we'll be fine in a second once I get back to this invulnerability. So, don't be worried, because Raphael never comes into the sphere. So if you notice all the enemies that go into the sphere here, look at that, totally invulnerable. Do not react to that. No damage whatsoever, no status effects. If they do happen, they will pass by the time the turn is over within 3 turns. You should be good. But unfortunately, the other enemies around you here, once they come into the sphere, will take no damage as well. But don't, again, be worried, guys, because I will explain everything. So what you want to do here is stack any summons you can onto Raphael. I'm gonna Misty Step with my elemental here and go for a hit on him. That is very low odds, but we go for whatever we can get here. His AC is insane, I'm telling you guys. Alright, so now what you guys want to do is take any barbarian or fighter class or any strong druid class. Make sure though you have either a monk or some type of monk hybrid in your class, guys, because let me explain. These Cambion enemies have an attack that is extremely annoying. They will knock the weapons out of your hands multiple times, and it is very frustrating. It is extremely frustrating, but you need to try your best to hopefully get good damage in early on. So I'm gonna jump right in front of Raphael now with Karlach, and we're gonna go for some damage. Don't be afraid of taking damage here. I didn't need to disengage there because I'm in the bubble. That's perfectly fine. I do not care right now about getting hit. I'm just looking for as much damage as I can. Alright, we get a whack in there. Pretty good, pretty good. We take that for now. And you want to just stack basically Raphael and focus him. He is the #1 priority, guys. Nobody else. And what you want to do now is, if you have a Hope with you, she is gonna be extremely crucial. Once you free her from the earlier parts of this side mission, guys, make sure you keep her alive and healthy. Do not use this spell like I made a mistake. It's called Divine Intervention, which basically gives your allies a full recovery and second chance. It is a one-use spell only. Like completely one use, and you can never get it back, even if you use the long rest tip that I'll show you at the end of the video, guys, for companions, but it doesn't work with that. Unfortunately, it stays grayed out. So with Hope, you want to put her in the bubble for now because she is going to be the main healer. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to heal Will. Everybody else, there we go. Kill him a little bit. And I will wait. That should be okay for now. Let me end her turn. Alright, this brain is just going to be kind of cannon fodder. Whatever summons you guys have, the more the better, obviously, because you need them to take the aggro from the Cambions. I unfortunately did this with 2 summons somehow and made it work, but you want to try it with as much summons as you can. If you're a Necro Wizard, definitely summon as much summons as you have possible. All right, I'm gonna speed up some of this battle, but I want to get to the primary part, guys, where right now it is. So once you get back to your turn for your wizard, you want to use the hold monster spell. So you can upcast it wherever you want, but if you guys notice, if I hover over Raphael, he has an extremely high chance of getting held. As you guys can see, 85% chance of getting held, which is insane. And that is for 10 turns, just like the regular hold person spell. So I'm going to cast that. Make sure you guys save right here at this point, because God forbid you don't get it. Feel free to reload the game until you do. So I'm going to cast it now, guys. Amazing. So now what you want to do is get back in the bubble with Will here. All right. Next, guys, once you get Raphael held here, you want to stack your barbarian and any summons around him and keep your wizard and Hope inside the invulnerable bubble as long as you can, because that is going to be crucial to basically keep your concentration for the hold on Raphael while your team basically wails on him. So right now, as you guys can see, I got my weapons knocked out from my hands, unfortunately. You can go and try to pick them up, But unfortunately, I was kind of suffering here at this point. I just wanted to get as much damage as possible, so I kept hitting him with my monk, who is Karlach, and I do a lot of damage with him. So you just want to keep hitting him because every hit is a critical hit, as you guys can see. Give him everything you have, the most powerful scrolls you have, whatever it is, use it against him while he's held here because he will take massive, massive damage, guys. I am telling you. Like, look at these bare-hand attacks even with my monk. I am doing plenty of damage to him. Like, that's pretty good. We'll take any damage we can get here, guys. Definitely, if you want to pick up your hammers, if you have a lot of healing and potions, unlike how I did for this fight, definitely pick your weapons back up, though, if you can. I decided not to, thinking I wouldn't be able to kind of clutch this because I would take too much damage from the Cambions, but I kept mass healing my friends here as much as I could with Hope. That's what you want to use Hope for, is your massive healer here for all of your companions. See, as you can see, they keep missing on will here because I'm invulnerable and they can't knock my concentration off. So I'm going to hit him with, as you can see, 100% chance of hitting. Look at that damage, guys. 48 plus 21. That is what I like seeing here. He is almost dead. Guys, this is, if you've come this far, I hope you guys have found this video helpful. This is just my strat, but it is definitely not foolproof because there's so much RNG that can go wrong with it. As you guys can see, I did not expect that to happen where the Cambions knocked my weapons out of my hands, but I persevered through this. Because one, I was a monk class, and two, because I used a lot of my spells on him. And see, as you can see, my concentration got broken here, but I was able to kill him off eventually. So I'm gonna cut here, guys, now to after killing him here. Like I said, from this point on, you want to pick your weapons back up or use any spell that is strong against him to basically just dogpile on top of him. So I'm gonna move right on top of him here. We won't cut, we'll keep it going here, unlike how I said. So we just gotta wait for Yergir to move while he's invisible here, as he jumps right there. You see, he'll do this annoying attack that can damage friendlies as well, which is kind of annoying, but he does massive damage to other characters. So like I said, the RNG for this battle is kind of crazy, as he takes forever to hurry up, Yergir. There you go, man. Damn. I was gonna say, man, taking forever, buddy. All right, there we go. Let's do one of these on him. All right, that did not work. Let's go in for some punches. Ooh, he is dodging them, unfortunately. All right, let's go with my elemental here. Like I said, his AC is insane, guys, so expect to miss a lot of shots here, unfortunately. I'm gonna hit him with this attack. This attack is very good. You want to use artistry of war. Sorry, guys. Look at that. And Raphael is dead. I'm telling you guys, if you get that hold on him with the shield of invulnerability, as long as one member of your party survives, and Hope as well, you want to keep her healthy, so you can get her reward at the end. And that reward is as follows. I'll show you guys. Let me cut to the end here as I want to show you the whole battle. All right, guys, there you have it. I finally killed all the Cambions after I killed Raphael from focusing him. Make sure you pick up your weapons off the ground here. Any that got knocked off in battle. Hopefully you picked them up during battle and had better supplies than when I came here. Make sure to loot Raphael's body because you will get the legendary heavy armor, the Helldusk armor, 21 AC with all of these crazy passives on it, as you can see, with the Infernal Retribution, which gives you a saving throw and the caster receives burning for 3 turns, and Prime Aegis of Fire, which you have resistance to fire damage and cannot be burned, which is kind of amazing. So you definitely want to take all those, take the gold, whatever you can. and you want to talk to your gear here and talk to him because he will become an ally with you if you get the dice roll. And you want to make sure you go back and talk to Hope as well after the fight. She'll be here as well because she will give you some really good gloves as well that are legendary as well. As you can see here, the gloves of soul catching. Basically, they give you force damage with your unarmed attacks. Very good for a monk build, which I'm doing with Karlak at the moment. So that is definitely for her. And you want to go back here if you didn't grab it while you were there, which I forgot to. Make sure you guys go back to the archive if you missed all the other amazing rare items that are in this area, guys. Like I said, this battle has some great rewards, as it should be. Oops, sorry guys, while I'm zooming in there trying to find where I need to go. But I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope you guys definitely enjoy fighting Raphael, as I say that jokingly because he is extremely hard. And I hope my strategy kind of helps out, guys, a little at least. But like I said, this strategy isn't foolproof. There's a couple of items here, like I said, on the pedestals that are amazing items. The amulet of greater health, which gives you so much higher health and constitution score to yourself automatically and gives you saving throws for constitution checks. You definitely want to pick that up as well, as I'll do right here. Give that to whoever you want that is basically doesn't have any health in your party. And then you want to come over here to this side over here and pick up the gloves of Hill Giant Strength, which is amazing for any barbarian or fighter class, or anybody that's lacking strength in your party. Another amazing item too here, so definitely want to grab that. And that'll be it for the video here, guys. Drop a like on the video if you found it helpful. Make sure to also consider subscribing, like I said, guys, to the channel, because it does help me out. And I hope to read your comments below about anything regarding this fight, any questions whatsoever I can explain, or feel free to give me better tips on how to approach this battle even better. I'm sure there's way better builds, but this was kind of what I figured out to do here, since I was kind of, I feel like, not prepared for this battle. But as usual, guys, take care of yourselves and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.